Sir, vacate this seat now. It's reserved.
This is my seat. Verify it or face the consequences.
The first-class cabin of Flight 317 from Chicago to Denver was a haven of luxury, with plush leather seats and soft ambient lighting. But for Marcus Reynolds, a black CEO in a tailored Navy suit, the calm shattered before the plane even left the gate. At 56, Marcus had faced prejudice before, but nothing prepared him for what unfolded at 7:42 p.m., 35 minutes before takeoff. Flight attendant Karen Mitchell approached, her smile tight and rehearsed. "Sir, you need to vacate this seat. It's reserved for a priority passenger." Her tone was sharp, her finger pointing at Marcus in seat 1A. Behind her, a white passenger in his 40s, James Whitaker, adjusted his cufflinks, his impatience radiating. Marcus folded his Financial Times, his Mont Blanc pen resting on the armrest. "There's no mistake," he said calmly. "This is my seat." Karen's eyes narrowed. "There's been a glitch in the system. We need to verify your ticket." Her voice carried, drawing stares from other passengers. James stepped forward, his platinum frequent flyer pin gleaming. "I fly this route weekly. This seat should be mine." Phones appeared in the cabin, capturing the moment like fireflies in the dusk. Marcus's jaw tightened, but his voice remained steady. "Verify it, then. Have you ever been judged before you could speak? Your worth reduced to a glance." This is the story of one man's quiet power turning a moment of injustice into a movement for change. Karen positioned herself to block Marcus's view of the aisle, her posture performative. "Sir, I need your boarding pass and the credit card used for purchase." Her words were a command, not a request. James leaned in, his voice dripping with entitlement. "I'm a platinum member. This shouldn't be an issue." Marcus retrieved his boarding pass with deliberate calm, handing it over. "First class, seat 1A, purchased a month ago." Karen held it up, inspecting it like a detective. "This doesn't look right. We've had problems with fraudulent tickets." A woman in 2B, a black lawyer named Aisha Carter, pulled out her phone. "This is outrageous," she said, starting an Instagram live. Her stream, titled Airline Bias in Real Time, surged to 300 viewers in seconds. "Ma'am, put your phone away," Karen snapped. Aisha didn't flinch. "This is discrimination, and I'm recording it." James's frustration boiled over. "I have a meeting in Denver tomorrow. Can we move this along?" Marcus's briefcase, embossed with Reynolds Investment Partners, sat beside him, a Wall Street Journal open to a headline. Horizon Airways' $600 million merger vote today. His phone buzzboard members awaiting his arrival. Karen's voice grew louder. "Sir, your credit card." "Now." Marcus met her gaze. "Does every passenger in first class need to show their card, or just me?" The question hung heavy. Karen stammered, "It's standard procedure." Marcus's tone was conversational but cutting. "Is it standard to assume I don't belong here?" James interjected, "This isn't about race. It's about policy." Marcus turned to him. "When did you last show your credit card for verification, James?" The cabin went silent. James's face reddened. Aisha's live stream hit 1,500 viewers, comments flooding in. "This is racism. Call it out." Karen doubled down. "If you don't comply, I'll call security." Marcus's phone buzzed again. "Merger documents ready. Need your vote." He glanced at Karen's name tag. The irony sharp. Horizon Airways, the airline his firm was set to acquire. "Security for a man sitting in his paid seat?" he asked, his voice like steel. At 7:50 p.m., gate manager Diane Peterson stormed down the jetway, her 25 years with Horizon Airways lending her an air of authority. "What's going on?" she demanded. Karen rushed to explain. "This passenger won't verify his ticket. He's disrupting boarding." Diane's eyes flicked to Marcus, then to the recording phones. "Sir, we prioritize platinum members. If there's a mix-up, we'll rebook you with compensation." Marcus's response was measured. "There's no mix-up. There's a bias problem. Diane's smile faltered. Aisha's live stream surged to 3,000 viewers. Marcus's phone buzzed against CNN requesting comment. He stood, folding his newspaper with precision. "You're making a mistake," he said, his voice low but commanding. "This will cost Horizon more than you can imagine." Diane scoffed. "Sir, don't exaggerate." Marcus smiled, cold and deliberate. "Diane, you have no idea what's coming." He pulled out his phone and dialed. "Lisa, it's Marcus. Cancel the Horizon merger vote. Initiate full divestment of our $600 million stake. File the discrimination complaint with federal regulators." The cabin froze. Diane's radio crackled. "Gate 12, corporate's on the line." "What's happening?" James sputtered. "What merger? Who are you?" Marcus ended the call, pulling a business card from his briefcase. "Marcus Reynolds, CEO of Reynolds Investment Partners. Your airline's largest investor." Diane's face paled. Aisha's live stream hit 10,000 viewers. Marcus held up his card for the cameras. "Your platinum perks, James? Funded by my firm's money. The seat you want? Paid for by the black man you're trying to remove." By 8 p.m., the cabin was a pressure cooker. Captain Elena Torres's voice came over the intercom. "We need to resolve boarding issues now." Diane, rattled, tried to regain control. "Mr. Reynolds, let's discuss this privately." Marcus shook his head. "You made it public. We'll settle it publicly." His phone rang again, and he answered on speaker. "Marcus, this is Alan Brooks, CEO of Horizon Airways." The cabin went silent. "We're aware of an incident on Flight 317. Let's fix this." Marcus's voice was ice. "Alan, your crew assumed a black man in first class was a fraud. That's not a fixable mistake, it's a systemic failure." Alan's voice wavered. "We'll compensate you, Marcus. Name your terms." Marcus didn't hesitate. "First, terminate the crew involved. Second, mandatory in-person bias training for all staff. Third, body cameras for all customer interactions. Fourth, monthly diversity audits, publicly reported. Fifth, discrimination complaints go straight to your desk within 24 hours. Diane scribbled frantically. Alan protested. Those changes would cost millions. Marcus's response was brutal. "Less than the $600 million you'll lose if we divest. Your stock's down 15% already." Aisha's live stream hit 20,000 viewers, trending nationally with Horizon bias. Alan's voice cracked. "We'll comply, Marcus. Give us 90 days. Marcus closed his laptop. "You have my terms. Non-compliance means a hostile takeover. Your choice." The call ended, and the cabin erupted in murmurs. Aisha's stream captured it all. "This is how you hold power accountable." 6 weeks later, Horizon Airways' Chicago headquarters was unrecognizable. Dr. Lena Harper, the new chief diversity officer, stood before the board. Body cameras are 95% deployed. Discrimination complaints are 0 since implementation. Customer satisfaction soared to 4.6 out of 5 stars, and bookings from minority passengers spiked 85%, adding $70 million in revenue. Marcus joined via video call, his presence a reminder of his influence. "Federal investigation status?" he asked. Alan, now humbled, reported, "The DOT audit shows progress. They're shifting to advisory status." The reforms, dubbed the Reynolds Standard, spread to 6 other airlines, including United and Southwest, transforming industry practices. Karen, after her termination, enrolled in bias training and now speaks at corporate workshops. "I was wrong," she admitted publicly. "Mr. Reynolds gave me a chance to change." James issued a reluctant apology after losing a $15 million contract due to his behavior. The Dignity in Travel Act, inspired by the incident, mandated bias training for all U.S. airlines. Marcus's Global Equity Foundation handled 1,800 discrimination cases across 25 industries, achieving reform in 80% of them. His TED Talk, viewed 10 million times, framed his philosophy. Power with purpose changes systems. Economic pressure outpaces moral pleas. 1 year later, Horizon Airlines led the industry in customer satisfaction. Employee morale hit record highs, with staff proud to work for a company prioritizing dignity. The incident, now a Harvard Business School case study, proved that one man's stand could reshape an industry. Marcus's story wasn't just about justice, it was about strategy. By leveraging his economic power and the public's voice, he turned a moment of bias into a movement. Social media amplified the change, with Dignity in Travel inspiring thousands to share their stories. What do you think about Marcus's approach to confronting injustice? Have you faced or witnessed bias in travel, work, or daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Should economic pressure be the key to systemic change, or is there another way to fight inequality? Your voice matters. Let's keep this conversation going.